The clock says 2, the room says stay. Streetlight leaking through the blinds. I tell myself I'm almost okay, like that's a truth I won't outgrow. My phone is quiet on the bed, your name's still lit inside my head. I breathe in slow, I breathe out fake. I'm almost okay. There's a space between the thoughts where I can almost rest. If I don't move, if I don't speak, I won't feel it yet. I'm almost okay, 2 a.m. Not falling apart, not who I've been. Just holding on to the calm I made before the feeling breaks. I don't cry, I don't explain. I let the night take what it takes. I'm almost okay at 2 a.m. Almost. The city hums like it knows me well. Every sound feels half asleep. I replay things I didn't tell, like they might finally leave. I sit with thoughts I don't invite. They act polite, then stay the night. I keep the lights a little dim, so I don't see all of it. If I stay still long enough to save my past, some feelings only hurt when you ask. I'm almost okay, 2 a.m. Not brave enough to call a friend, just quiet where the truth can wait till the morning breaks. I don't scream, I don't complain. I let the silence say my name. I'm almost okay at 2 a.m. Morning always asks too much. It wants answers, wants a face, but the night lets me be nothing, lets me drift, lets me stay. I don't need a hero right now, I don't need to understand. I just need this hour where I can stand. I'm almost okay at 2 a.m. That's the best I can defend. Not healed, not lost, not brave, just here, just awake. If I make it to the light, I'll deal with it then. But I'm almost okay at 2 The clock moves on, I stay the same. Almost okay at 2 a.m. We stood there with the truth in reach, but never crossed the space between. Your mouth open, my heart raced, and silence filled the shape. Every word was on the edge, balanced like it might fall through. I watched you almost tell me all the things I already knew. We let the moment pass us by, like it wouldn't ask again. We were almost saying everything, but we stopped just short of real. We were breathing all the answers, but afraid of how they'd feel. It wasn't lies, it wasn't fear, just love we couldn't hold. We were almost saying everything and leaving it untold. Your hand moved and stayed still, like it forgot what it was for. I memorized the pause between you standing at the door. We talked around the truth so well, it felt polite, it felt kind. But every circle we walked in left the center far behind. We called it being careful, but it felt like being gone. We were almost saying everything, but we let the moment go. Not because we didn't care, but because we cared too close. If silence was our language, then we spoke it well, I guess. We were almost saying everything, and that was more than less. Your words still hang unfinished in the air I'm breathing now. It didn't cut, it just stayed like a bruise. You learn a name you never meant to break me down. You just forgot I was around. Every word felt soft and slow, still sank deeper than it showed. I smiled like I always do, let the quiet speak for you. You touched me like you were leaving before you even knew. Some pains don't need a reason, they just learn how to stay with you. It was a gentle hurt, deep echo, soft enough to let me breathe, but it keeps coming back in waves long after you leave. You never raise your voice, you never cross the line, just a gentle hurt with a deep echo in my mind. We stay kind, we stay calm, held the damage in our palms. Nothing loud enough to blame, nothing quiet enough to change. You said I don't wanna fight. I said neither do I tonight. So we let another moment go. Called it love, called it slow. I thought pain was always sharp, something you could see. But this one learned my heartbeat. Now it sounds like me. It was a gentle hurt, deep echo, never breaking skin, just enough to follow me everywhere I've been. You didn't mean to leave a mark, you just didn't stay. It was a gentle hurt that never went away. Never went away. Some wounds don't bleed or scar, they hum when it's too quiet. They hide inside the pauses between I'm fine and silence. I try to turn the volume down, try to let it fade, but echoes don't need noise, they only need a name. It was a gentle hurt, deep echo, soft like letting go. I still hear you in the calm more than I ever did before. If love was meant to teach me this, then I learned it too well. Gentle hurt with a deep echo, I can't tell. It doesn't scream, it doesn't end, it just repeats where you've been. A gentle hurt, a deep echo. The sky is barely breathing blue. I haven't slept, but neither have you. My phone lights up then fades again, like it remembers how this ends. I make coffee, I won't finish. Say your name, but just in case. Half my heart is still with you, half awake, half in this place. The morning comes without a sound, like it knows I'm breaking down. I'm half a heart, half awake, trying not to feel the ache. I move through days like I might break. If I lean in all the way, I don't dream, I don't escape, I just stay. This in between, half a heart, half awake, still holding on to you and me. Your side of the bed stays cold, but my body hasn't learned how to sleep without your weight, or forget the way you turn. The clock keeps choosing your voice, every hour sounds the same. I wake up just enough to miss you, then drift back into the pain. I don't fall, I don't rise, I just live behind my eyes. I'm half a heart, half awake, counting every small mistake I'd undo if fully gone, not fully here, just half in love, half asleep. I'm half a heart, half awake, but I'm still breathing, still okay. I carry you the quiet way through every slow motion day. Maybe someday I'll feel whole when the night releases me, but tonight I'm half a heart, half awake, learning to be. Morning breaks, I don't, not yet. I learned to cry softly so no one would know how the hurt kept growing where it never showed. I folded my shoulders, I swallowed the sound. I practiced surviving without breaking down. I thought if I stayed quiet, the pain might behave like it wouldn't follow me or learn how to stay. I learned to cry softly into the night, where tears feel safer out of the light. Didn't need comfort, I just needed space, so I cried softly and called it brave. I smiled in conversations, I nodded on cue. I mastered the art of seeming okay to you. My voice stayed steady, my hands didn't shake. I saved all the breaking for later that day. Some hurts don't want fixing, they just want a room where nobody's watching and nothing's too soon. I learned to cry softly so the world could sleep. I held it together, but I didn't keep the parts of me whole, the parts that felt safe. I cried softly and called it strength. Maybe loud tears heal faster, maybe they disappear, but my learned patience, they waited right here. They come in the quiet when I finally stop trying to be strong for everyone else. I learned to cry softly and not to be small, but to survive without losing it all. If healing takes time, then I'll take my pace. I learned to cry softly and stay. No sound, no proof, just tears and truth. I learned to cry softly. I learned your Your footsteps by the floor, the way you breathe before the door. I never asked for more than this, just staying in the in-between. I folded words I couldn't say, left them where they wouldn't break. You smiled like nothing was wrong, so I stayed quiet, stayed long. I thought love was softer if I didn't make a sound. I thought holding less would somehow make you stay around. I loved you quieter than fear, quieter than my name. I loved you in the pauses when no one else would blame. I never pulled, I never cried, I never crossed your line. I loved you quieter, and you still left me behind. I watched you drift a little more, each night felt colder than before. I told myself this ache was fine, just part of loving over time. You said I'm tired, not of you. I nodded like I always do. I swallowed every warning sign, called it patience, called it mine. I thought if I stayed gentle, you wouldn't feel the weight. I kept my hands from shaking, I kept my heart in place. I loved you quieter than fear, quieter than goodbye. I loved you in the moments I pretended I was fine. I never fought, I never begged, I never changed your mind. I loved you quieter, and you still left me behind. Maybe love was never loud, maybe it just fades somehow. But tell me why it still hurts when I never raised my voice. I was careful, I was kind, I disappeared a little at a time. If silence was devotion, then I gave you all of mine. I loved you quieter than true, quieter than the pain. I loved you where it didn't show, where nothing ever stayed. If loving less was safer, then I did it right this time. I loved you quieter, still lost you all the same. Finally still, no words left for me to kill. I loved you quieter, but quiet wasn't enough. I miss you in the hallway light, when I don't turn it off at night. In half a cup I didn't drink, in pauses where I overthink. Your sweater still knows how I breathe, the way it hangs so easily. I don't break down, I don't cry loud. I miss you quietly somehow, not in the moments meant to hurt, but where your name was never heard. I miss you in small places, in ways that don't look sad, like reaching for my phone for something we don't have. It's not the nights I'm lonely, it's mornings I'm okay. That's when I feel you missing in the smallest ways. Your side of jokes I still repeat, laughing like you're next to me. I said 2 plates without a thought, remember why I shouldn't stop. Your silence fits me like a bruise. It doesn't ache, it just won't move. I don't scream your name in pain, I whisper it inside my day. You don't haunt me when I fall apart, you live where things are soft and small. I miss you in small places, in ways that don't look sad, like knowing what you say before I even ask. It's not the tears I hide at night, or dreams that drift away. It's when I feel almost fine that I miss you that way. If missing you were louder, maybe I could let it go, but it's folded in the ordinary. That's where you still show, in empty seats and almost texting songs that end too soon. I don't miss who we were then, I miss who I was with you. I miss you in small places, where love learned how to stay, not in the ache of goodbye, but in the ease of every day. If feeling means forgetting, then I'm not healed, okay, 'cause I still miss you gently, in the smallest way. I'm not breaking, not lost, I just miss you where it costs the most. I'm fine, that's all I ever say now. It fits inside a breath and doesn't ask for help. I learned to keep it simple, so no one looks too close. Long stories crack too easily, short ones hold me most. If I talk too long, I might tell the truth. I'm finding short sentences, one word at a time. I'm okay, I'm good, I'm making it. Just don't ask me why. If I stay brief, I don't fall apart. I'm finding short sentences, it's safer for my heart. I nod instead of answering questions I can't afford. I keep my feelings lowercase so they don't shake the room. You'd hear it in the pauses if you stayed a while, but silence learned my habits and lets me pass as mild. I learned which truths take too much air. I'm finding short sentences, keep them neat and quiet, like a secret I still need. Some nights I practice saying more in case someone stays, but morning comes and I forget everything, but okay. I'm finding short sentences, but I'm not healed yet. I just learned how to answer without placing a bet. If loving me means listening to what I never start, I'm finding short sentences, but there's more in my heart. I'm fine, that's the sentence. We never found the part where everything lives. No rush, no spark, just quiet habit. Your head on my shoulder, like it might not stay. I learned to breathe in before your name. We circle the feeling, never let it rise. Afraid if we named it, it might ask us why. This is love without a chorus, no hook to pull us through. Just verses getting softer every time I look at you. Nothing peaks, nothing swears, nothing saves us when it's over. Just a love that never needed a chorus. We spoke in almost and half-made plans, held each other like borrowed hands. You smiled like you knew this wouldn't last. I smiled back like that was enough. We kept the volume gentle so it wouldn't break. Some love stay quiet for their own sake. This is love without a chorus, no moment to repeat. Just a melody that wanders, then disappears beneath. No big line to remember, no, we can't hold closer. Just a love that fades so clean without a chorus. Maybe love's supposed to rise, give you something to believe, but ours just stayed beside us, never asking what it means. I waited for the lips, for the place we'd finally left, but the song just kept on walking out of my head. This was love without a chorus, nothing loud or clear, just a feeling passing through us, then not being here. If I ever miss you, I won't need to go back over. Every verse still sounds like you without a chorus. nothing ended loudly. No slam doors, no fights, just conversation shrinking till there was nothing left to say at night. Your shoes stayed by the doorway, like you might still come back. We didn't draw a line in ink, we let it fade to black. We were careful with our ending, like glass we couldn't break. Nothing ended loudly, no tears on either side, just love learning how to disappear without saying goodbye. We didn't hate each other, we didn't burn it down. Nothing ended loudly, it just stopped making sound. Your name stayed in my breathing long after you were gone. I still set the volume low on every memory we're on. We smiled like we were healed, like that meant something true. But healing felt a lot like learning how not to need you. We chose peace over honesty, and silence felt polite. Nothing ended loudly, no reasons, no blame, just two people growing quiet till we forgot what stayed the same. We didn't lose each other, we just let go somehow. Nothing ended loudly, just stop making sound. If it broke softly, like sleep in the middle of a song. If love left, it'll walk slowly, like I knew it didn't belong. Maybe that's what hurts the most, not knowing when we were done. No final words to hold on to, no place to point the gun. Nothing ended loudly, but it still echoes now in the way I pause mid-sentence, like you're listening somehow. We didn't need forgiveness, we didn't need a vow. Nothing ended loudly, but I still hear it now. No goodbye, no last sound, just us fading out. I learned to sing with the lights turned low, so no one heard how much I know. I kept my voice inside my chest, where it wouldn't sound like a mess. You asked me why I never fight, why I go quiet every time. I didn't wanna make it loud, I didn't wanna scare you now. Some feelings don't need proving, they don't need to be explained. If pain is real enough, it doesn't have to say my name. Sad songs don't yell, they don't beg a chase. They sit in the corner, give you space. They don't break things, they don't tell, the truth just hums. Sad songs don't yell. I let the silence do the work, let it hurt the way it hurts. I learned to breathe between the lines, Say I'm fine and me and I try. You wanted tears, you wanted sound, something you could point at now. But all I had was something slow, a feeling I would never show. I thought if I stayed gentle, you might stay too. I kept my volume low, like your love will hear me better that way. Sad songs don't hear, they don't plead a cell, they fall apart, no one can tell. They don't scream, they don't dwell, they let you feel. Ooh, sad songs don't yell, sad songs don't yell, sad songs don't yell. Maybe I should've raised my voice, let the pain take up some room. But I trusted in the quiet, like it always told the truth. If loving loud is bravery, then I chose another way. I stayed soft enough to disappear, still you walked away. Sad songs don't yell, they don't try to win, they play after midnight when it's quiet within. They don't need answers, they don't ask for help, they just stay with you. Oh, no echo, no shell, just a note that fell. Sad songs don't yell. We didn't slam doors, we didn't cry loud. We packed our silence and left it on the couch. Your eyes said sorry before your mouth. I nodded like I knew what this was about. No last word sharp enough to make us stay. We chose the kindest way to walk away. Soft goodbyes only, nothing to break. No raised voices, no lines to erase. We let it end gently, like it deserved. Soft goodbyes only, no one gets hurt. You folded your jacket, I watched the floor. Every step sounded like something before. We said take care, like it meant enough, like love could survive by being this soft. I held my breath so I wouldn't cry. I thought if I stayed calm, I'd be fine. Soft goodbyes only, nothing to prove. No hard endings, no truth to accrue. We smile like friends, like we always were. Soft goodbyes only, that's what we chose. Maybe loud endings help you forget. and followed me, yeah. There's no scar to show, no blame to assign, just a goodbye that keeps replaying inside. Soft goodbyes only, no shattered scene, just the space where you used to be. If this is mercy, then it still hurts. Soft goodbyes only, but it works. No echo, no sigh, just you leaving softly behind. I stayed when the lights went out, didn't run when it got too quiet. Every room still knows my name, but none of them know where you went. I learned how to fill my days with things that almost feel like living. I laugh, I work, I sleep okay, just not the way I did with you in it. I'm not breaking, I'm not blue, I'm just carrying what's true. I'm still here, still missing you, still reaching for what we were. Life kept moving, I did too, just slower than it should. I didn't fall apart or fade, I didn't lose my ground. I'm still here, still missing you, quietly somehow. Your absence learned my routine, it fits into my breathing. I don't search your face in crowds, but I notice when you're not around. I don't cry into the night, I don't ask the past for answers. I just sit with what remains and let it hurt without disaster. Healing doesn't mean you're gone, it just means I carry on. I'm still here, still missing you, still holding something small. Every memory feels brand new, even now after it all. I didn't stay stuck in the pain, I didn't make a sound. I'm still here, still missing you, softly all around. If missing you means I'm weak, then I'll be weak a while. 'Cause loving you was never loud, it was quiet, it was kind. Maybe one day I'll wake up and your name won't cross my mind, but tonight I'm still learning how to leave you behind. I'm still here, still missing you, but I'm stronger than before. I don't need you to survive, I just wish you lived here more. If this is how I love you now, without reaching, without sound, I'm still here, still missing you, and I'm okay with that. I didn't lose myself in you, I just loved you all the way through. I learned how to love you quietly, like it was something I should say. I folded my heart in a corner so it wouldn't be in the way. You never asked for the whole of me, so I gave you what I could spare. Smiled through every almost truth, like you couldn't tell it was there. I called it being careful, but it felt like being afraid. You were the love I hid best, the one I never confessed. I kept you safe in my chest when no one else could see. I loved you in lowercase letters and looks I hoped you'd read. You were the love I hid best, and it still lives in me. I watched you lean towards someone else and told myself I was fine. Every time you said her name, I swallowed part of mine. I became really good at silence, at pretending I didn't care. But every laugh I held back was the truth left hanging there. I chose to keep the peace, even if it cost me everything. You were the love I hid best, the one I never confessed. I wrapped you up in maybes and reasons to forget. I loved you without asking, without crossing the line. You were the love I hid best, the love I call mine. If I had said it out loud, would it still be ours? Or would it have broken under the weight of now? Some loves aren't meant to be spoken, they survive by staying small. But hiding you is harder than losing you at all. You were the love I hid best, but not the one I regret. Even quiet love is real, even unsaid still aches. If loving you meant silence, then silence is what I care. You were the love I hid best, and the hardest to forget. I never gave you my heart, but I never took it back. The room is quiet, but not enough. Your name still weighs on every touch. The keys are cold, my hands are slow. They play the things I don't say out loud. I sit where you used to lean, same crack in the wooden seat. Nothing here has learned to move on, not even me, not even this song. I forgot the words you said, but not the way you stayed. Every note I try to leave brings you back again. The piano remembers you, even when I don't want it to. Every chord still pulls you near, like you never disappear. I press a key, it breaks into one sound for me, one one sound for you. I'm learning how to play alone, but the piano remembers you. I changed the key, I slowed the time, still you were right between the lines. I try to write a different, but my hands keep going where you've been. You're not here, but you're still loud in all the ways I won't allow. I hold the silence like a rope, but it bends back into you. Some loves don't leave the room, they just stop speaking first. I play around the truth, but it always hurts. The piano remembers you in every note I almost choose. I let the reverb say your name where I won't say it again. I hit the keys a little soft, like you might still be listening. I'm learning how to play alone, but the piano remembers you. Maybe it's not memory, maybe it's my hands. They learned your shape too well, they don't understand. I thought time would tune this out, lower you, fade you through, but every time I sit back down it sounds like you. The piano remembers you more honestly than I do. I forget the days, the fights, the proof, but it remembers you. If I ever learn to move on, it won't be from this room. I'll close the lid, I'll dim the light, but the piano remembers you. One last note, let it fall, let it mean nothing at all. But even in the quiet now, the piano remembers you. The room is breathing, barely loud. Your coffee's cold, your eyes look down. We say our names like strangers do, afraid the truth might slip out too. Your hand is close but doesn't reach, like there's a line we shouldn't breach. Every word we almost say falls apart and floats away. We learn to speak in little signs, half-finished thoughts, unfinished time. It's the quiet between us, saying everything we want, all the love we never shouted, all the doors we never closed. I still hear you when it's silent, I still feel you letting go. It's not distance, it's not anger, it's the quiet between us. Your laugh arrives a second late, like even joy knows how to wait. We touch like memories, not skin, like we're afraid to start again. The clock keeps ticking like a dare, asking if we're even there. I trace your shadow on the wall, it looks like nothing now at all. We stop the truth mid-sentence, let the pause between us, heavy like an unsaid truth. We're not broken, just unfinished, like a song without the tune. If this is how we end it, no screams, no tears, no rush, just two hearts slowly learning how to live inside the hush. The room is quiet, so are we. And somehow, that's what's hurting me. We stood there longer than we should, words on the edge, misunderstood. Your hand found mine, then let it go, like it already knew the road. We talked around what we both felt, built safe excuses for ourselves. Every promise stayed unspoken, every moment almost broken. I saw it in the way you stayed, just long enough to feel the weight. We didn't lie, we didn't swear, we just didn't go there. We almost said forever, but stopped it maybe someday. Held it in our mouths too long, then let it fade away. It wasn't fear, it wasn't pride, just knowing we might not survive if we said it out loud together. We almost said forever. Your voice went quiet near the end, like you were already my friend. I smiled like I understood, like almost ever feels this good. The night kept moving, we stood still, afraid of crossing what we built. So we stayed kind, we stayed clever, and let go of forever. Some words can change the room, some words can change your life. We chose to keep our balance and call it being kind. We almost said forever in the space between our breath, close enough to feel it there, too close to say it next. We didn't break, we didn't bend, we just let time decide the rest. We almost said forever, left it at that. Maybe love was there all along, just waiting to be named. But naming it felt dangerous, like lighting a flame. I still hear it sometimes, that word we didn't choose. It sounds like you, it sounds like you. We almost said forever, and I still hear it now. And every what if, and every quiet vow. If loving meant risking everything, then maybe we would never break. We almost said forever, and let it slip away. We almost said forever. We almost said forever. We never raised our voices, never let it spill. Every word was chosen, like we were standing still. You folded up your feelings, I smile like I agree. We learned how to be gentle with everything we couldn't say. We thought staying calm and staying kind, but we were just afraid of the light. We never raised our voices, never slammed a door. We loved each other quietly till love didn't speak anymore. No scars, no broken glasses, no scenes to remember us by. We never raised our voices, but something in us died. Something in us died. We sat across from each other like nothing was wrong, talking about the future like we weren't holding on. Your silence wore a smile, mine learned how to blend. We kept the peace so carefully, we lost what we were meant to mend. We called it being grown, but it felt like being gone. If we had broken something, would it have made it clear? Maybe love needs noise sometimes to prove it's still alive. We kept everything so quiet, even our goodbye. We never raised our voices, but I hear us now. In every thought I swallow, in every quiet doubt. We didn't end in anger, we didn't even try. We never raised our voices, and that's how we said goodbye.